This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. And on this day, July the 17th, back in the year 1941. And yes, we are going back to 1941 for this. Kind of weird because usually I can find one currently. But anyway, Joe DiMaggio had one of the biggest winning streaks of all time happen. And that was when he hit 56 straight games with a hit. Now, it's important to know that 1941, was one of the best years around for baseball, for individual stuff. Of course, everyone knows that was when Ted Williams at 400 and became the last guy to hit a 400 in a season. So anyway, DiMaggio, was 84 when he died in 1999. So anyway, he had a good major league career and all that. Here we go. They even did a nice Wikipedia page on Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak. So the streak went from May 15th to July 16th. He had a 408 batting average during that streak. He broke the record that was set by Willie Keeler in 1897. And so basically, it's unbreakable. DiMaggio coming over from the San Francisco Seals of the Pacific League and basically doing quite well. Helping the Yankees win World Series titles, and then basically, he had a routine single in the first inning against the White Sox on May 15th, and then he kept hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. So basically, DiMaggio went on a 12-game hitting streak without the press even caring about it. And then the New York City press gave it some attention. It was weird how people would make it huge through 20 games. And then on June 10th, DiMaggio was hitless to the 7th when he hit a bouncing ball to a third baseman, and the White Sox third baseman couldn't handle it. And the official scorer gave it a hit instead of an error. And then, of course, he did fantastic and all that. DiMaggio actually had a few good games. And then after he got to 28 games, which was one off the Yankees record of longest hitting streak with Earl Coombs and Roger Peckinpah, basically DiMaggio came up to the plate. He didn't get a hit through 7 innings. He hit a ground ball to Luke Appling, and the ball hopped off Appling. It was scored a hit, extending the streak to 30 games and all that. It was hard to determine if that was good, if that should have been an error. But anyway, sports writers around the world were dealing with this hitting streak once it hit 34 games and all that. So, June 24th, he needed a hit on his final at bat to get to 36. He singled, getting him close to George Sisler's modern record of 41 games. All that. And again, June 26th against the Browns, he needed a hit in his last at bat, which he did, a double. So anyway, he did a good job. And then against the Washington Senators, DiMaggio got a base hit to pass Sisler's record and all that. So it was amazing to see that. July 2nd, 1941 was when DiMaggio had a chance to break Keeler's record for longest single season hitting streak against the Red Sox. He made a few blunders, but by the 5th inning, he had a home run to left field, which made it 45. and then he extended it all the way to 56 games. But the White Sox, I guess was that, and then Cleveland at Municipal Stadium. They decided to have the games at Municipal Stadium instead of League Park because Cleveland was known for having games at League Park and Municipal Stadium the same year, based on whether the Browns were playing or basically the fact that, you know, for attendance figures, one stadium was more cavernous than the other. League Park was like 50,000 seats and Municipal's like 80,000, but it was bigger. So they decided to put the game at Municipal Stadium. DiMaggio had a chance in the first inning, but was denied a hit by Ken Keltner, the third baseman, who fielded the ball and threw DiMaggio out. DiMaggio walked, and then he tried another ball down the line at third base, but Keltner backhanded it and beat DiMaggio. DiMaggio still had a chance in the eighth inning. Bases loaded, he would face Jim Bagby Jr. He would hit a ground ball to Lou Boudreau. And Boudreau definitely was a good fielding shortstop. So thus it was over. The streak was over. A lot of people were happy for him. And like, with the war happening and all that. Although the Americans were not taking an active approach with the war until Pearl Harbor, but that was in December 41. DiMaggio did end up winning the MVP over Ted Williams. There have been a lot of challenges for it. The closest challenge has been Pete Rose in 1978 with 44 straight games, but still fell short of the mark. All that. And since 2000, nobody has been in 38. So basically, needless to say, that streak's going to be there till the end of time. And DiMaggio should be proud of it, wherever he is. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.